Hi everyone, Salam Sejahtera. Thank you for joining me this morning to this webinar about reducing financial stress with smarter habits. Before we start, let's go over some housekeeping first. So make sure that you are using the support browser and ensure that your internet connection is stable and test your speaker. See any issue, you having any issue. If you having any technical difficulties, just refreshing your browser or rejoin the webinar again, or you can just send us the message through at Naluri event, and ask if you want to ask some question. You can participate in the polls and share your thoughts, and maybe you can type Vivian at me and then share your thoughts about what you think about the topic, and say all you a bit malu, a bit hesitation, so you can send me a private message so that can later on I can go through it, or maybe later after the presentation we will share the PDF file at the end of the webinar. You can check out our recording through our Naluri website or even our YouTube channel. Beside this, let's go through some disclaimer first. The information and the share the information and details that I share today is general for general use purpose only, and each of you may have a very different financial situation, and if you having any issue, anything, please go through your seek for professional help like your financial planner or even your advisor. So all the example and case study and figures used in this webinar is for reference only. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit about me myself. My name is Vivian. I'm a licensed financial planner. I'm holding a capital market service represent license with Security Commission of Malaysia, and FAR license with Bank Negara Malaysia. I'm also an active member of FPAM, which is Financial Planning Association of Malaysia, and I'm also one of the financial coaches on Naluri. Okay. So today we're going to explore how financial stress affects your brain and your body, why money stress leads to poor decision making, and simple habits to improve your financial stability, and real life tools you can start using immediately. Okay. So before this, let us find out how our financial behavior, or how you feel about financial money in your real life situation. So maybe you can participate in this. Like the first question, how would you describe your financial situation right now? So I can see that there's 2% answer this. Okay, but it feels tight. Okay, and then stress, barely keeping out. Okay, stable but not clear plan. Okay, and then in control, I have a system. You can see each of us may have a very different financial situation right now, right? So, yeah, wow. Okay, but it feels tight, 19 of you answered this, and then how about the other? The highest question is like stable but no clear plan. You have no clear plan yet. But today, maybe after this, you can talk to one of the financial coaches on Naruli about your plan. Okay. And in control, I have a system. Very good. 6 of you answered this. And a bit stressed. Yeah, barely keeping out. Yeah, understand. You are not alone. That's the reason why we're having this webinar. Maybe we go to another, the second question now. Yeah. Okay, what is your biggest financial stress right now? You can answer now. Okay, no saving emergency fund, understand. Rising costs, same income. Yeah, correct. With current situation, right, everything is increasing, especially our cost of living. Okay, no plan, no idea where to start. How about that? I can't see too clear. Yeah, later on we will discuss about that as well. And no saving emergency fund. Rising cost, same income. The highest one is the rising cost, same income, right? This is what we are dealing now, right? And no plan, no idea where to start. Yeah, that's the reason why we are here. Okay, and then that I can see the. Okay, now I understand what is your the most stress you out is rising cost, same income. Okay, so the third question is, have you ever avoid checking your bank account because of stress? Don't be malu, it's okay. Be honest to yourself today, okay? So, no, I check it regularly. Hey, very good. I do it, then regret looking it. Don't worry, you are not alone. I'm also. And sometimes depends on the month. Okay, yes, more than I like to admit. That's very good. 34 of you saying that you check it regularly. That's very good. And then know that where's your money going, right? When it's coming in, how much is going out, right? Okay, yes, more than I like it to admit. Sometimes depends on the month. Maybe sometimes got bonus, right? So if you more zero at behind, then you feel very happy when you see it, right? So I do it, then regret looking it. Me also. Sometimes I have this feeling when I see, oh man, this month I overspent. So I bit regret looking it, right? So I understand where you're coming from. Okay, that's good. So this is part of it, some of the stress that make you right each month. So this is what the reason that we're having here, the cause of financial stress, uncertain thing. The first thing, as you know, now we're having a crisis in the Middle East. There's so much of uncertain thing, like it causes the cost of living. In Malaysia or in globally, not only Malaysia, everything is increasing. Cost of living increase, and then what else? When you're going out to buy some grocery, you'll find it. Hey, last time I can use 50 ringgit to buy a certain things, but now I need more or double or triple on that. So you feel uncertain things, so much of things, right? So and then the wages versus cost of living gap. Yeah, our wages is can't catching up with our cost of living. It's too slow and not faster than cost of living. And then there's no emergency buffer, as just now what I can see that certain people are stressful is because there's no emergency buffer. If anything uncertain thing happen, you can't even take out 1,000 because most of Malaysian, as the statistics show, that most of Malaysian cannot take out even 1,000 from the bank account when emergency occur. So it get a bit stressful on that. And then that because we have because of our cost of our cash flow are very tight each month. So what we can use is our credit card or buy now pay later. Because of that, our debt accumulate up. And social and family pressure, yeah, when you see people on social media, then you can see that they can go over like holidays and buy things that like luxury bags or anything like going for staycation. So you feel like, hey, I should have that as well. So you feel pressure. Hey, your friend can do this, why not I can't, or why I cannot? So you feel a bit of pressure. And family pressure, sometimes we have that, right? So because Asian, especially just share like Chinese, so when our parents will see us like, hey, someone is earning this, right? So why can't you do this? You got a pressure there. So yeah, you get a pressure and then you feel stress on that part. Why can't I be that, right? So and the other thing is living beyond your means. Like you earning 5,000, but you living like a 10,000 income earner. So it feels like you want to compete with other, and then because of social media or even pressure from your parents or even family members. So you feel that, hey, I should do this, right? Then you will using credit card or anything to buy whatever that you cannot afford. So you are living beyond your means. Okay, this is part of the causes the financial stress that happen. Then the hidden cause of financial stress, yeah, then you will feel Like physical fallout, you have no mood lah. Tak tahu lah, I cannot do anything lah. I feel weak because I'm so stressed out. Every night, I cannot sleep. Your sleep quality, and then I will affect my immune system. I get sick because I can't sleep. I got not enough sleep, and then I have no mood to do exercise. And it's so stressful. Every time I will think about when I wake up, I will think about I have my debt. I have no emergency saving. If anything happened to me, what can I do? And then in your relationship with your parents, or even your spouse, or even with others, you will feel like I don't want to go back, or I don't want to mix around with them. I try to avoid and then be alone in the house. That you feel stressed because you feel like you are not worth it, or something that you feel rendah diri on their part, because you are not earn as much as people. So you will feel stress on that part, and then impact on mental health. You go down to depression. This is what I see, like many people that happen because they try to compare with others. So it fell into depression mode, and then it perform, and then it will affect your work as well, because you are not feeling well, you are not healthy, your sleep quality is not good, and then you try to avoid a lot of things like social, and you try to you got so much of stress, so you can't perform in your workplace. Okay, so this is part of the hidden cost that financial stress causes, right? And then the other thing, common financial avoidance behavior, like ignoring bank statement. Yeah, we try to don't look at our bank statement, because each time we take out our bank statement, we are looking at things that supposed to be there, but we don't have that. So we try to avoid that. And then delaying the debt payment. Okay lah, never mind lah. This month I have this, I have to buy this, and then I try to pay minimum saja. I only need this amount, like maybe 100 or 200. So because of that, it accumulate on your debt. Right? And avoiding difficult conversation like money. It's a very taboo conversation. A lot of people try to avoid it. Recently, I just have a conversation with my friend because she having some financial issue, but she refused to talk about that. So that's the reason why we need this to be normalized. Money conversation should be normalized, okay? And spending for temporary comfort, like what I mentioned just now. You try to compete with your friends, or maybe on social media. Hey, they can, why can't I can't, right? So why not? I spending, like buy some things that I can comfort myself, I feel good for myself. So you are spending more than your income, and then pretending everything is fine. Like my friend, she tried to avoid the money conversation. She do not want to talk about it, but she changed the topic into another topic, like going to concert, right? Because I believe that there's one concert is coming in, which is the weekends. So she's talking about that. So she's trying to avoid this conversation. Yeah. This is part of the certain behavior that we try to avoid when it comes to money. Okay? So when you have a money stress, you try to avoid it, right? So because every month, every day, you wake up, the first thing you think about, my bills, right? My debt. So all this, it come like it's so stressful. But because of that, you try to avoid. Like my friend, right? She don't want to talk about that, right? Yeah, she refused to talk to the bank as well, right? Because she having credit issue. So on that, she tried to avoid, and then made a very poor decision. So recently, she talked to me about some investment she want to go in, right? Which is like they promise her to get some returns that she feel that she thinks that these returns can help her out to pull out from the credit debt she are in now. So she are thinking about that. So she can make a very poor decision, right? And then the other thing, she got more stress. But in a way, she do not have the money, right, to do this investment. But she want to do this. So I'm around her, and then I talk to her. She have to be focused and calm down and talk first. Be open, be honest about herself. Talk about her issue here. Okay? So this is part of the stress cycle diagram. So, how to overcome this stress? Face it. Don't freak. Don't just run away from the issue, because the issue will be here. Just like my friend, I talked to her. Please, we have to talk about this. No, don't avoid it. Talk and then focus. It's okay. Be honest with yourself. It's okay. So when you are, if you are in this situation, you need to talk to somebody, right? Talk to your financial planner, your coach, your financial coach. Talk to them about your issue. Be honest with yourself, and then uh, the other thing is decouple net worth from self worth. Don't talk like underestimate yourself, right? There's no, because at that time, at that period of time, you might have this decision that you want to do, like buying a car, or maybe purchase a certain things that a big commitment to you. That right, that the time is the right time for you, but along the way things happen. So it doesn't mean that you are wrong. So that is, you can solve it. Do not worry about that. Right? Be honest to yourself. And quiet and comparison trap. Yeah. Don't compare to others. Right? You do not know the other people. They might have some issue as well. Right? At the surface, it look great, right? But at the end, at their back, they may have some issue as well. They are quietly solve it. Okay, then reframe your setback as data, not worthy. Okay, look at your cash flow, and then look at your bank statement. Look at it. What happened? Where's the money goes? Right? Must then find out the leak. What, I have to deal with it, and then solve it out, right, as soon as possible. Say no without guilt. Yeah, sometimes, especially we Asian, we seldom to say no. We feel that if we say no, it will feel bad, right? We feel guilty. So sometimes people will come to you and tell you and ask for a favor, maybe like borrow some money, or maybe like, oh, your parents ask you to buy a car, but you cannot afford it. So, but because of we are in a certain situation, financial situation, we may not afford to do so. We have to learn to say no on certain things. Okay, because not everything that we can do it, right? And then celebrate micro wins, even like today, right? I save up 10 ringgit. It's okay. 10 ringgit is, at least you are starting from somewhere, right? Even you starting like 50 ringgit, it's okay, or 10 ringgit. Start small. Even like, oh, today I follow my budget. Hey, I'm not overspend, right? Today maybe I set my budget like 20 ringgit for my lunch. That, but I make it. I got much more cheaper than that. So I save a certain amount of money. This is a small win. It's okay. Try, you can do this, right? Overcome your mental health and also your stress. Okay? Overcoming is financially with smarter habits. Let we go through it. How, right? How to overcome it. Okay, budget and cash flow. When it comes to cash flow, I'm sure that every one of you know what is cash flow, right? Do you? I want to ask you a question. Okay, at the end of every month, does your money run out before the month does? Like what we Malaysian always say, bulan belum habis, gaji dah habis. Do you feel that? Or does the month run out before your money does? It's okay. No need to answer me. Just let yourself answer yourself. Okay. And that's one question tells me more about your financial health than your salary even well. Because we're not talking about income today, right? We are talking about cash flow. And I believe that cash flow is a heartbeat of your financial life. Cash flow is simply this money coming in versus money going out. It sounds basic, but most people have never actually sat down and mapped it out. Think of it like your heart. Your heart doesn't just hold blood saja, it circulate, right? And to the right organs, to the right time, at the right time, in the right amount, right? And then your cash flow exactly works the same. Okay? The same way. It's not about how much money is sit in your account. It's about whether your money is moving consistently in the right direction to the right place. A person can earn 8,000 ringgit uh, a month and still finding themselves financial suffocated. Why? Because the flow is broken. In my work with client, I see three conditions, just like a doctor lah. Then they would see like three heart, just like a doctor would see three heart condition. Number one, a positive cash flow, meaning that they got a breathing room, and then money reaches to their saving account and their insurance and their future goal. This is a very healthy heartbeat. And the second part is break even cash flow. Ngam sahaja. Every ringgit that comes in goes out also. The account reset to zero each month, and then it looks fine at the surface, but there's no reserve. So any unexpected event occur, like you sick, like medical bills, and then maybe your car insurance you need to pay, and then you will feel stressed because you cannot take out from there because your cash flow is ngam sahaja, right? And the third one is negative cash flow. Yes. So like what I say lah, bulan belum habis, gaji dah habis lah. So more, that means that the cash flow is like more going out than coming. Usually quiet funding buy, usually they will use credit card or buy now, pay later. This kind of method. This is the financial equivalent to block artery. Just like doctor say lah, your heart, certain vein that block. So you need to do something on that. So you may not feel right now, but the damage is accumulating. Okay. Here's what I found most often. People don't actually know which category they are. Like just like what I asked you lah. Like bulan belum habis, gaji dah habis. Or like, each month you have buffer, right? All these two different category, right? And then they never really sit down and talk about that. And then not because they are not irresponsible, but because we are never taught about that. And we know our salary, but we don't know our real money outflow. Now, how much we are, the money that coming in, how much is going out, right? Like we have subscription quietly renewing. We do not know because we're using credit card. Each month they deduct from your credit card or your debit card. Right? Then installment is stocking out. Right? Buy now, pay later. And then your lifestyle. When your income increase, your lifestyle also increase. Right? So you will enjoy more. You will spend more every pay. Right? Each time your income increase, the money comes in and somewhere it disappear. All this situation, and at the end of the month we just start again. And then it's not budgeting problem, it's not a budgeting problem, it's the visibility, which means that you need to sit down and map it out. And then you can't manage what you can't see. Yes, you can manage, you don't see, you can't see the clear picture on that. So here I want to leave you today. Before you think about investing or buying a house or anything else, what comes in, know your number. What comes in, what goes out, and what's left in your bank account. Because financial plan built on a because financial plan built on a unknown cash flow is like a building built without checking the foundation, because you can't build your foundation just build a building on the ground without a foundation. You need that. So you need to know how much is your cash flow each month. Yeah, is it positive? Is it ngam? Is it negative? This is the reason why today we are discussing this, because without this you will feel very stressful, because you do not know how much you can allocate for your your necessity, your wants, and your saving. That comes to our next topic, which is which is budget. So as you can see, this is a very traditional way, and there is a very popular way, which is saving for our wants for 30%, and our needs 50%, and saving is 20%. This is a budget, how it works. But with current situation, things change, right? So because our cost of living has been increased, and then maybe your wants can be sorry your needs can be more than 50%. It can be 60% or 70% on that. So you can see it's according to your life stages as well. Like early career, which is you are in your early 20s or 30s, you are single. Maybe you are still single, or maybe you already get married lah. Maybe in 20 something lah, mid 20 or late 20s lah. So you just started your career, right? Starting out. So you maybe have some steps, maybe a car loan, maybe starting to buy a house, or maybe no, just a car loan saja. And then we'll suggest that your needs can be 60%, and then your wants can be 25%, or your saving you can allocate to 15% on that part. But this is very flexible. It depends on your situation. Right? So maybe your needs can be lesser than this because you are staying with your parents, right? Or maybe you just you are renting a house. It can be you just have to adjust it accordingly to your lifestyle and your needs and wants. Okay, so your main focus is build habits, right? And then start with emergency saving. Maybe you have some short-term debts like a car loan, right? On that, so just focus on that. And then when it comes to like you're in your early 30s and 40s, things change. Maybe you marry already, you have children. Your responsible will be much more different from your when you are in your 20s, right? So your needs can be a lot. Right, you can more than 70 because you have mortgage to handle, to serve, right? Your housing, your car. Maybe you have two cars, right? Because wife and husband and wife have two cars, right? So you have this. So it can be more than this or less than this. It depends again. And your wants, maybe you say no need lah. Once I can cut down, but I want to allocate more on my saving. So you can do so. So you save more because at that time, maybe you have a young children, you're thinking about their future, you can allocate accordingly. Okay. And then manage your debt at that time, and your child care, start education because your children, so you think about their future. And then protect your income, meaning that you may want to consider some protection plan to, if anything happen, you have income replacement and family income for that. Okay. And when it comes to your 41 and 50, story is different. Hey, like me myself, my commitment is not so much. Then I will reduce out my needs, right? And then my wants, not so much, but I still continue to save. So I will adjust it accordingly, right? Because some people may have their children already in the university. They may need to have more, right? So they are more, meaning that in necessity because they are paying their education, right? So it will be different from this. There will be 70 sometime, or maybe lesser on that, because certain loans have been settled, like the car loans or housing loan. So it much more lesser than that. Okay, and then think that at this period of time, you may think of your retirement, right? How much in your EPF or other investment, whether is it sufficient for you to retire or not. So you can see that different life stages have different needs and different wants, and different time how to manage their saving and also their investment. It depends. So you can adjust it accordingly to your situation, according to your situation and your life cycle. Okay. So emergency fund, this is very important. As I mentioned in the earlier webinar, I say that handful of Malaysian cannot afford to take out 1,000. This is what statistics say, not me. So they cannot take out for 1,000 on that. So it's important for us to reserve a certain portion for our emergency saving. Because a lot of people will ask, hey, Vivian, when it comes to emergency saving, right, how to save? I already have so much of commitment already. It's okay. You can even start with 10 ringgit each day. I think most of you see some people showing the social media, right? They put in 10 ringgit or 20 ringgit in an envelope, right? So in like 1 year later, when we pull out, you can see there's so much of money, right? There's emergency saving. You can do that, or even put in the account that it's hard for you to access, which is like if anything, sometimes we tangan kata kan, we will take out from account and then buy the certain things. Don't do that. Just put in either any way, any method that you feel comfortable with. Right? You can put in a bank account, which is hard for you to access. You can do that. Okay, so you can cash reserve for your emergency funding is for unexpected event. This is very important because why I always emphasize this, because it's happened to me when my husband was retrenched many years ago. Because of emergency fund, we can sustain until 9 months, because as you know, getting a job is not easy, right? So it will take time. So you need money to sustain your lifestyle, paying bills, everything. So this is why emergency saving is very important. So it's good that you start a small amount first. It's okay if you start with 3 months, it's no issue. Slowly you can increase it. Whenever you got any bonus, you can tambah lagi, right? So even like 6 months, or it's good that you have 6 months to 1 year. But from now, the main issue here is, the main key point here is consistency. Building your habit first. Start with a small amount first, okay? And then the other thing, like I mentioned, you put in an account, which is very hard for you to get it out. Means that withdraw it out, right? Because sometimes, when we saw something we like on Shopee or in Lazada, we try to take out the money to buy something. So remember this. Just tell yourself, any emergency, I need this money. I don't get this money. I don't withdraw this money, because this money is for my emergency, for unexpected event. This is very important. Okay. So next one is managing your debt wisely. Okay, when it comes to debt, right? So many Malaysian, as young as in their 20s, they already facing this issue here, because they nowadays, when it comes to credit card, it's very easy to apply saja mah, right? But credit card are not evil. It's how you use it wisely and how you mismanage it, right? So each time, whenever you do your credit card payment, please pay in full balance. I'm very sure that every one of you already know how much is the interest they will charge, right? You can see here, the minimum, the balance will roll up over 18% interest. So don't pay minimum amount. Remember, if possible, pay it full. Okay. So like early the webinar already mentioned, right? Don't buy something that you cannot afford. Buy something that you can afford, because remember, credit card can be your best friend. It also can be your worst enemy. Then plan your purchase, right? How much each month, how much you want to pay for your grocery. Like I set a budget for myself, right? A month, a week, I will spend almost like 250 a week for my grocery. I'm going to like buy sayur-sayuran, ikan, daging, everything, right? All this. And then your petrol, your bills, everything. So plan your purchase first. Don't simply, today I show off, okay, I buy something. Don't. Remember this, like plan it like very well, okay? Don't sweat impulsive buy lah. Like sometimes you saw in Shopee, right? You see, these things is very good. Okay, put in the cart first. Then later, maybe 2 or 3 hours later, or 1 day later, like what I'm doing, I will go back again. Then I will rasa, okay lah, this I can wait. I still can wait for discount, like five. Now it's 6 right? 6 days, and then buy, and then all that. So don't try to control. Okay? And then treat your card as payment tool, not extra income. Like sometimes, you want to. Now sometimes we have this credit card, we have cash point or something like that, right? Reward point, right? So use this as a tool, as a payment tool. and get some reward, or maybe going to petrol and all this, using this, but pay promptly. Okay, don't treat it as extra cash. A lot of people come to me and talk to me, I want to do this, but when we check, we look at their cash flow, everything, then we found out that they have a very huge credit card amount. Right? So which they cannot afford to pay off. Right? They use it as extra cash because before this, the foundation is not kukuh, it's not strong enough. And then that's the reason why they're using credit card as extra cash for them to pay some of the expenses. Okay, and then remember, utilize your debt less than 30%. Don't over it, because remember, the first thing is your cash flow. Right? Make sure that it's less than is not over 30%. Right? So because when you over 30%, it will make your cash flow much more tight. Right? Because each month you need to pay on this 30% of this debt here. Okay, don't mess up lah, like multiple card. Yeah, this one case here, another case there. There's one person that I met many years ago. He came and then he talked to me about investment. So I asked him what's the reason why he want to do investment. Then he shared with me because he had maxed out his credit card. He had 4 credit cards. And then this 40 credit card here, he's using like rotation, like card A cover, card B cover, B cover C cover D, all this. So it make it like so that he can sustain his lifestyle or pay some of the expenses. So by thinking of that, using investment to pay off his debt, this is a very poor decision. So the main thing there is you have to manage your credit card well, and then he need to seek for help on that part, right? On this, so yes, you know that you have many cards, but don't do this method. Okay, then pay on time, what I say, and then build your credit score. Yeah, a lot of young people say that, hey, is it okay that I get a credit card, or maybe yes, it's okay you get a credit card, but you have to use it wisely, because yes, credit card can build your credit score. Bank will look at your credit score, whether you are healthy, whether you are a good paymaster, because they will check on your history, your credit history. If you have that, your history is clear, cantik, everything, then then they will say that you are very good in paying all this debt, and then the loan will get more easier for you to get a loan easier on that. So don't miss but don't miss your payment. It will it will hurt your credit score. Remember that. And then use reward cashback only for as essential, like what I mentioned just now. Use your reward, and like me, I using my the Lion Bank for cashback. All this, don't chase for points and promotion. It make you want to buy more on that part, right? So this is the difference between when you use it wisely and when you mismatch it. Yeah. So as I say, credit card can be your best friend. It can be your worst enemy. Okay? So there's two different way. There are two different way to do your debt repayment. Okay, one is snowball method, one avalanches method. Snowball method, it will like pay off the smallest method. The avalanches method is different. It will pay out the highest one, like your credit card. You start with that. Okay, your credit card is 18% interest rate, right? So it will start on that. But all this method, you need to be very disciplined and make sure that you don't use your credit card anymore, because this need discipline to settle all this. You don't simply like, okay lah, I pay today, this month, but next one I don't pay. Then no point to do this. You have to be very disciplined and then make sure that you pay, and then you stick with the plan. Don't saja and then leave it like that. Okay, so these are two different debt repayment methods that you can consider on that. Or maybe you can talk to your financial planner or your financial coach about this method, whether is it suitable for you or not. Because at the end of the day, we still need to go back to your cash flow and look at it. Okay. And then attack your debt with strategy. Yes. First thing is list down. Understand all your debts. Oh, what kind of debts you are having? Personal debt, your car debt, sorry, not car loan, your housing loan, your credit card, your buy now, pay later debt. Understand it, okay? And prioritize the high interest debt, which is your credit card, and choose one repayment strategy like I'm showing you, the snowball one and avalanches method, right? And stick with it. Be disciplined on that, and then you can do. Certain people will come into this situation. They will negotiate and restructure and ask for help. Either go to the bank or AKPK, or before this, you can talk to your financial planner first or financial coach to find out what is the plan for this debt management strategy. Okay, and build saving while clearing your debt, because remember that even though you are paying, you are doing this method or whatever method you are using, you still at the same time you still need to save. Even a small amount, like I say, 10 ringgit or 20 ringgit or 50 ringgit, you still have to save. Save for your emergency, save for your goal. Don't stop. Okay, continue to do so. And then avoid taking new debt. Ya, jangan gali lubang lagi, nak tutup lubang lagi. Don't do that. Remember, stick with the plan and then stop everything. Stop everything means that don't use your credit card anymore. Okay, pay on it, discipline, on time, pay on time. Okay. Next is protection, which is your insurance or takafu. Okay. When come to, I know nowadays a lot of people complaining about their takafu or insurance. The premium is too high, right? So let's talk about that. Okay, access to why we need insurance, because to quality healthcare, and then sometimes it also because of businesses. We worry that there's a risk there, so we need insurance to protect. Don't, because if anything happen, it will affect our cash flow and our saving for the business, or even our individual saving as well, our personal saving. Then we have peace of mind. At least, well, we pass this risk to the third party, okay, the insurance company or the Kafu company, okay, and that's a tax relief for this, right? So the income protection stability, yes, because if anything happen to you, like you fall sick, all your income being stopped, you may need to income replacement. You need income replacement to help you out to pay all your bills, even or even your certain like your buying some medical things, to for you to when you are during this journey. Okay, and then financial protection against unexpected event. So at least if anything happen, let's say car accident, right, or your house burn down, everything you will dig into your saving account. That's the reason why we need protection. Okay. Then step to consider when come to insurance planning. Okay, first thing, medical protection first, right? So if anything happen, we need to admit to a hospital, we need a certain protection for us. So if anything, we don't use our personal saving account to pay for that. At least we have our medical plan, our medical card or medical plan to help us out to pay off the medical bills. And then check existing coverage, which is when come to you already have a plan with your medical, with your insurance company. Check your existing coverage, what kind of existing coverage you have, because sometimes a lot of people when they come to admitted to the hospital, they may not know, what kind of coverage I have. I check on that, and then keep it simple. No need to be very like, I need 5 million lah, 3 million lah, all this. Keep it simple, because this is mainly for you to admit to the hospital. And then fit your budget first, and then make sure that it won't affect your cash flow, whether this month, each month you can afford to pay for the coverage for that. Okay. Investment, this one everyone like it lah. Saving alone will never be enough, because inflation will eat your saving every single year. Okay, and then your salary alone has a ceiling. Investment don't, right? And then without investing, your trade time for money forever. Your future self need money, your current salary can't provide. And then the longer you wait, the harder it hard for you to catch up. Yes, because saving alone may not hedge the inflation rate. Right? You need that, and then your salary may not catch up with the cost of living. Saving or do the investment can help you out on that in the future. And without investing or without diversify your investment in the future, you may not have a comfortable retirement life. This is why we need to do some investment beside of saving. Okay? And then the simple way to start do your investment is know your goal first. A lot of people do not know what is their goal when it comes to investment, right? They do not know. When first thing we ask, what is the purpose of this investment? They say, I don't know. I don't know this is for what. Then 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 we start to have to dig out, what's the purpose, maybe for the future, maybe for short term, maybe for long term. Long term is for your retirement, short term is maybe 3 or 4 years later, 5 years later, you want to buy a house. This is your goal. Make sure that you know what is your goal for doing this investment. Start with what you have. It's okay, don't wait until like you have 10K. It's okay, you start with like 100 ringgit. You can start with that. Right? Start with small amount first, and then automate. Like each month you automate from your salary. When your salary coming into your bank account, automate it like me what I did every month. So each month my income coming in, it automate. We deduct from my account into that saving account or that investment account or that platform on that part. So and then diversify. Remember that not only depend on one account, one investment account. You can diversify it so that in the future you know this investment is for maybe many purpose or multiple purpose on that. So at least you know which account to take out, not only solely depending on your EPF. Okay, and then review it quarterly. This is the issue here. We do not review very regularly. So it's good that you can review on your investment quarterly or maybe once a year. It depends. Okay. So where do you start? Start early as you can. Like my daughter, she just started to work, so the first thing that she do is automate her the certain amount for her investment. Start early as you are when you start working. Okay, and then diversify your portfolio. Not only certain investments sahaja, not only like EPF. You can explore other investment. Can diversify maybe into like other unit trust or maybe some ETF or this. You can diversify. Okay, focus on the long term. Don't like, okay, maybe I I like two or 1 year later I withdraw that. Don't focus on long term, which is good because compounding effect on that part. And then don't let your emotion drive decision. Okay, sometimes when the market is not doing well, a lot of people get panic and then first thing they do is withdraw. And then certain times that when people look at it, this return is so good, and then they go in because high risk, high return. But you never thought that there's a risk there. So they will get emotional on that. Don't be calm. And then maybe before that, talk to your financial planner or financial coach, how to do this, how to start your investment planning. Okay, what changes when you get this right? Okay, you sleep better because, okay, I have enough of emergency saving. I feel more comfortable now, and then at least tomorrow when I wake up, if unexpected event happen, I can take out some money from this emergency. Okay, and then better work because you can focus more, and then no more stress, no more worry about that. And then you don't worry about every morning someone will call you like bank, right, to chase you to pay for your credit card or anything. And then less conflict in the house, happy family, right? So people you have a strong foundation, then you don't worry, and then you can support your family and all this and talk about money openly, right? So less conflict, at least both of you can understand where are you standing for, and clear decision. You have clearer decision to make because you have no longer stress about your future because you already have a buffer for yourself. Okay. So the summary is financial stress is not design or problem, not a personal failure. It comes from the essence of system. You need a system to build your foundation first, and then make up a plan so that you know uh, where can you go, and then where can things that you can avoid on that. So the system can be built, okay? And then your mind and money are connected because you already relax. You know where's your money coming in, where mana dia pergi kan. So you already know, so you won't feel so stressed, and then at least you have a saving, and then you also have some protection, also some investment on the part. So you know your future is much more stable on that, even though there's certain uncertainty outside. But whatever we cannot control, don't worry about that. What you can control is be conscious when it comes to manage your money, and then small consistent. Yes, what I'm saying, that consistent habits. It doesn't matter how much you save, and even like 10 ringgit is okay, 50 ringgit is okay. Right? Just start, because the key here is the consistency. You need to start. You need to build your habits first. Okay? And then it will reward you in the future, and yourself in the future you will thank yourself because you start first. Okay. So yeah, if after this you want to talk to one of the financial coaches on Naluri, you can download this. You can look for one-to-one support and talk to us on that. Okay, and then this is the app. You can download the app here and talk to us. So let's stay connect. You can download the QR code here. Thank you. Do you guys have any question you want to ask? You can start asking now. Thank you for joining me. Let me check on the message first. Let me check. Is it possible for us to reserve? Yes, you will. You can after this webinar. And then, yeah. And utilize below 30 limit is also scary if the limit is huge. Okay, if you need have one credit card in case of emergency. Okay, yeah, you can maintain one credit card. Just make sure that you pay promptly, and then pay whatever you use, whatever amount that you use. Okay. Is it good idea to reduce current allocation for saving and direct it towards debt reduction, like car loan? Maybe you have a talk with me, then we find out, because I do not know your situation, so your current situation. So it's good that you can talk to your financial coaches to find out more details, so we can plan out for you. Okay, Nadia. Welcome, Cassandra. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. I really love the site. Yes, we will. We will. Please download the. Okay. How many number of credit cards should someone have also? Okay, Amil, if possible, start with one first. Don't have, not like the other, like I shared a case study, right? She had four, so it make it more, how to say, hard to handle. So it's good you start with one first, and then because you build out, you try. If I'm not mistaken, you are very young. You wanted to build out your credit score. It's good that you start with one first. Okay. How we reach in react in the uncertain global situation. I'm an employee, but also an entrepreneur style. Okay, when it comes to this, right, Danny, the global uncertainty that we can't control, we only can control is our how we manage money. And be mindful, especially on your cash flow. Make sure that you know where's your money goes out, right? Especially you are doing something a start out, right? So it's very important for you to go through your cash flow first to make sure that is it positive on your cash flow, whether you have extra for you to build on certain things like your emergency fund, especially when you come to a business, you need some amount for your emergency, right? So if anything happen, so at least you won't dig into your business saving account, even your individual as well. So the global situation we can't control, we need to control, we need to be mindful when it comes to manage our own money, okay, that we can control. Are you an investment guru? No, I'm not. I'm a licensed financial planner. Is it okay I take personal and settle all my credit card? Raman, it's good that you talk to financial coach first, and then we can sit down and map up on that part. Okay, so because I do not know how's your situation, so it's good that you can talk to us first. Okay, personal. Nadia, you can come. You can talk to us, and then we can now talk, and then we can at least we can know better what current situation you are in, so we can map out or even strategize how to retire early. Okay. No, Amil, it won't. It won't affect your credit score. Okay. Do you have some practical tips to control spending habit? Yes, I do. Maybe you talk to us. Come. You download the app, Naluri app, and then you come to talk to us. Yeah. Oh, Danny, this one I can't really cryptocurrency in your kind investment option. This one I can't answer you because as you know, we do not have that license. We are not entitled to talk about that. Yeah, but yeah, so maybe you can talk to those fund manager about this. Kind of investment would you recommend to start small, especially for fresh grad? Payling. Maybe you can book our session and we talk about this so we can go through this because first thing we have to know your situation first. Okay. Got to go. Okay, good. Okay. Anything else, guys? And you want to talk about, and then you can personally send me a message, or even maybe you can book our session. Go to one of the Naluri financial coach and talk to them about your current situation because of certain things that we cannot answer here because we do not know what your current situation you in now. So it's good that you can talk to the financial coach and find out so that you can show them the detail, talk to them so they can see more clearly than this because it's very general. We do not know. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mohan, for answering this for Daniel. Anything else, guys? Before we end, Kylie, is it Kylie? Okay. May I know what kind of purchase you what you meant for that? Right? Purchase item installment pay in one go. I can afford to purchase the item on one go. May I know on that? Maybe you can talk to us so that we know can help you out in this or to make this decision. Oh, an iPad. Okay. Maybe you can talk to me. Okay. So that we can go through this. Because first thing we need to understand your current situation first. Okay. Oh, you can. How could we connect with you? I miss it. Is the session? Hey, Siu Ling. iPhone. Okay. Okay, let me you yes, Azza, you can try to download this, or maybe later we will send you the PDF file and then you can find us in our Naluri website. Any question, guys? Before we end, we still have 1 minute left. Okay, good, Asa. Thank you, Emil. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Thanks, guys. Bye.